Hello and welcome back to Minecraft with me, DX Phoenix, and you're probably wondering why am I in my mana steel and not my nano suit first of all. Second of all, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be doing some more blood magic and more so getting into more of the basics of blood magic. The reason I'm not in my nano suit is because I'm going to be taking damage, so didn't see the point in wearing this. Also, I hadn't tested if this interferes with blood magic. It's tests I can run after the episode, or in between cuts, and let you guys know. But for now, we've got a full blood altar, completely filled with life essence, mine particularly. I may have been using regeneration and instant health potions. But yes, you can also see there's a fair bit of stuff in my inventory. That will become apparent in just a moment. But for now, well, actually, let's get into it now, because as you know, with the weak blood orb, you can fill it up. So fill that up. Could also get some blank slates. And what I like to do is generally create 10 at a time. So what that'll do, that'll drain all the way down. And when it hits 10, we're good. But we want to create a couple of things, particularly the Hellfire Forge and the Incense Altar. So let's get started with this Hellfire Forge. There's that one. We also need the Incense Altar, but we need our weak blood orb, cobbles, stone. Ooh, we also need some charcoal. Well, fortunately I know where to get that. There is none around here, so what we're going to do is we're just going to zip on over. Hop in here. Take charcoal. That is creating. I'm thinking I really need to upgrade that to be bigger, or just to have another one. Well, there's a point. I've just had a thought. So a thought for another time, though. There we go. As you see, it did not use the weak blood orb. So that's our incense altar, and that is our Hellfire Forge. Right, so I'm going to pop our forge down here. That is almost finished. Let's wait. There we go. 10 blank slates. What are the slates useful for? Well, we can get into that in a moment. But one thing for now is I've just pulled out most of my demonic wills out of there, and you're probably wondering why. Well, I need two things from the Hellfire Forge. So let's start crafting. The first thing is arcane ashes, which is bone meal, redstone, gunpowder, coal or charcoal. Ooh, there's that coal or charcoal again. So it's bone and redstone. What I'll do is I'll drop you in there. I'm going to quickly be right back. Grab those two things we need. And I'll be back in a moment, guys. And I am back. Oh, it's getting night time. Now I have those two items. Now, here's the thing. It's not working, but if I put my demonic will in here, bloop, it works, and it hasn't used anything because if we go to the Hellfire Forge crafting, it requires a minimum of 0 and drains 0. So that's our arcane ashes. Now the next thing, and this is where we will be needing this again. I'm going to need a lapis, glass, redstone, and glowstone. There we see it's working again because we're crafting a petty tartanic gem. See, now that has dropped to 0.21. Why? Well, it requires a minimum of 1 will and drains 1 will to craft this gem. And you're wondering, what's the purpose of the Tartaric gem? Well, you know all these wills I ran around and collected? Well, they take up a lot of inventory space, so now they don't. Now they're all stored in this gem. And now if you're wondering, well, what if I need to craft anything again? Well, if I need to craft anything, Tartaric gem just goes in there. And as you can see in our lovely JI, we can find out that the Tartaric gem actually holds 64 will. So that's the maximum, then we'll start filling up the inventory with wills again. Now there's also an easier way than using the rudimentary snares to gather will, and it is with a sentient sword. Now you're probably thinking, how do we get the sentient sword? Well, that is petty Tartaric gem, a iron sword. It's also 0/0, so that's not going to be that bad either. But again, we need another Tartaric gem. Fortunately, that's dead easy to make. I'm going to go grab the items to craft this one up, and I'll be back in just a moment. Okay then, so we're back, and as you can see, I've got all the items apart from the glass in there. I've got the iron sword ready, so here we go. If we just watch this, boom, there's our Tartaric gem. Now if we put that in there with our sword, there is our sentient sword. Just going to take our gem. Nighttime out here, so let's go find something to slap. Keeper sounds good. Now remember, it doesn't have the best damage, but it is gaining will for us. So our gem is filling up, and I can go around doing this, or something I can do off camera once I've got our little base set up for our blood magic things. Phoenix cannot speak again today, it seems, but what is new there? Let's pop you away for now. So now the next thing is there's something else we can do. Just gonna take that off my hotbar, bring that back down. That as well, involving our sacrificial dagger. Now, first of all, if you guys remember, just right clicking with this once. There it is. 1 heart. That is actually 200. Now I've just done that 4 more times, so we've got 1,000, just so we have a starting point. Now, jump through again. Start the regen. I'm just going to take a quick nap because I want to show off this, our incense altar. Now I also see a creeper. Like, get away from there. So if I just pop this out here, you can see our actual sacrificial dagger has started glowing. Now there's something else we need, and I would like a divination sigil. Right, so in order to do this we need an arcane array of redstone and a blank slate. So let's go grab some redstone. even though I know what the percentage and everything is, it's better for me to show you guys. Ooh, I also need that blank slate, so let's go in here. We just need one. Back up here. Ash. Redstone. Ooh, almost looks like transmutation circles. Wave Time always finds ways of making this mod look even prettier. Zoop. There we go. I'm just going to step back a moment. There we go. One divination sigil. Now, you can use the divination sigil just to check your current LP pool, or essence network, or however you want to call it. You can also just hover over this and you can see. We'll hover over without it, we just know it's a altar. We hover over it with the sigil, we can see that it's got 0 tranquility, but it's given us a 20% bonus. And now our sacrificial dagger is glowing. Just gonna hop down here. Boom. One right click. Then all my hearts are gone. I now have the Soul Fray debuff, which means I gotta wait for that debuff to go before I can actually start doing anything with the altar again. But if I just shift click, I should have actually gotten 1,800 for that because it took away 9 hearts. I actually received 2,003. So that gave us an extra 203 life points. Or life essence. And now I am also near death. So let's cheese this a little bit. Start the regen, but also let's pop up back up here. As you can see, that dagger has changed again. Let's drop down and do this again. Boom. There we go. More. Come here, get it all glowy again. So you can see how now I can fill this up even faster. But also begs the question. Let's test this on camera. Come on. Almost. There we go. Yep. That also works. I also have the Soul Fray debuff yet again. So don't know why that doesn't just completely change the armor set, because it does with the other one. But now this is near enough filled. So that's great. But there is a couple things more you can do. Now with the blood altar, you don't just have to self-sacrifice. You can sacrifice other things if it's within a certain range of the blood altar. So if that creeper was inside the building and I brought it over to the blood altar and I actually had a dagger of sacrifice, which is an iron sword in a tier 2 altar, which would require us to upgrade that altar over there. I could sacrifice the creeper and use its life essence in the altar as opposed to my own, and now he's disappeared. There is also ways of boosting this dagger's bonus and increasing the tranquility around the area. One way is by laying down wooden paths or tiled wooden paths, stone brick paths, warm stone and obsidian stones. So laying these down around the altar. If you've seen other videos, you'll see how that works. Also putting things down like water, crops, plants, just making it look a little bit nicer and making it look more tranquil in the area. It actually increases the tranquility from 0 upwards and can increase the bonus upwards as well. In turn, get the 9 hearts we put into there could, with a decent enough bonus, could potentially even fill it near enough. And that also comes into another thing of if we're upgrading the tier of altar to beyond, well, if we're sacrificing ourselves, then there's the rune of self-sacrifice, which also boosts it further. Or if we're sacrificing others, there's the rune of sacrifice, which also gives us more for the others we kill. So these are basically the exact same thing, just for the opposite purpose. They're for your own life essence, they're for sacrificing others. Then we have speed, efficiency, and all sorts of others. Displacement, capacity, which you can, in augmented capacity, you can use these if you wanted. Orb, these all work to help add modifiers and boost certain aspects of the altar. So at the moment we are at 7,103. Let's just nom some more. Yep, so that's the thing. I also need to get an area for our blood altar, which can't be can't really be out in the open because it's going to need things. It's going to have to be underground, I think, because of it being a blood magic thing. Where do I put it? Is the question. So if you guys have got suggestions for that, please let me know in the comments. I will get preparing a tranquil area. And what I would like to do is get the tranquil area set up above the altar, so I could step on a elevator, just jump, hit space, come up, get the bonus, shift, go back down, sacrifice. Or, yeah, basically. I'm not sure if I also mentioned in previous blood magic episode, you can, if the dagger is too much for people, though in previous versions of blood magic you could actually change something in the configuration file to change this from the dagger to an orb. We're almost fully regen, so come on. Let's fill this up once more. Come on. Okay, that's almost full. So, with that in mind, guys, and with this lovely debuff on me, we're going to wrap up here. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you can, just comment like down below ideas for where you want the altar to go. Your ideas on, just like pop some ideas down there of how you'd like it to look. Would you like it to look like a true like blood cult area, or would you like some ones it to look different so it doesn't look as horrible? So just let me know. And also, if you would be so kind as this is just to let you guys know, I ask every time, like, share and subscribe. Generally the share part, just by letting people know about the channel, helps a lot. The likes literally just let me know that it's what I'm doing is more of what you want to see. Also really does help the videos. It helps YouTube's algorithm know, yep, this is something that people want to watch, because this X amount of people have already watched it, so it's going to start putting me at the more up there in search criteria. It's going to start making me appear in the recommended to watch page after you've watched the video. So that's all it really does. So by doing that, it does help me a lot. Lets me know that it's something you want to do. Commenting is one of the best ways of actually interacting with me. There is also other ways of interacting, as you can see in the comments. There's links down there. So if you wanted to go to my social media and speak to me there, I'm more than happy to chat. But anyway, take care guys and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.